Hey everybody, I'm with my dear friend Jeff Bullas from Sydney, Australia. You know, and Jeff and I have had so many wonderful conversations about how we got started blogging and what it really means to us. I said, you know what, Jeff, I just have to get this on video because I think it would really inspire a lot of people. So, like, we were talking about 5 years ago. Take us back 5 years ago or 6 years ago. Tell us about what you were doing and how you got started on your blog.
Okay, I was unemployed. I was going through the middle of a divorce. I was $50,000 in debt. I just closed a business, and I had some time on my hands. So,
and you were thinking, baby, it's time to blog.
Yeah, not quite like that.
No, I wouldn't think so.
But I just noticed people's obsession with Facebook and the way it connected people, and I went, wow, this is pretty cool. So, and then I was reading David Meerman Scott book, New Rules of Marketing, PR. Then I also came across Tim Ferriss's book, 4 Hour Work, which almost everyone's heard of. And then I came across a blog post by HubSpot which said if you've got an inkling of what you want to do or what you want to blog about, then just start. So I did. And because I was intrigued by social media, because I saw it as a means of actually communicating with people that were on Facebook or Twitter. So I got onto Facebook, got on Twitter, and then started the blog. And I used Twitter fairly early on. So, but the blog for me has been a work of love and passion. I had no grand plan, no business idea. It was just wanted to start creating. So, and I started writing. And what I discovered was that in looking back at my blog posts was that I started with, they were terrible. So if someone says I'm not a good writer or something, just go back and have a look at my first blog posts and you'll be horrified. I'm not going to tell you where they are. They're in the deep, dark crevices of the web, but I did learn to be a better writer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and this is amazing because, I mean, literally, you've got one of the most important marketing blogs on earth today. You're in the Ad Age 100 after just a couple of years of doing this. Now, what was the tipping point for you? When did you start to realize, hey, I've got something here?
The first tipping point I noticed was I got nominated on Social Media Examiner's first list of top social media marketing blogs, and I was nominated by people that were reading my blog. So when I saw that, I went, wow, actually people like what I'm writing. So, and then, but I didn't actually appear on the top 10, but that was the first, I called the tipping point for me, was actually my readers putting me forward as a blog worth reading, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. And now what about turning it into a business? When did this start to align for you? When did you start connecting the dots that, hey, wait a minute, this isn't just something that's interesting, this is turning into a business for me?
It actually happened when I was approached to speak in Italy, and that was about 2 years into the blog, 18 months, 2 years, and they were willing to pay me to actually speak in Italy and fly me there. And I thought, wow, I've got something here. So they flew me there, I spoke, and I've done a lot of international speaking since then, and doing a lot more in Australia recently. But it was that, you know, someone actually wants to pay to hear me speak, and went, this is something's happening here. So that was the first, I suppose, indication.
You know, one of the things, I mean, to be a top blogger, I mean, let's be honest, you've got to work hard. You've got to be consistent.
Absolutely.
So talk a little bit about your discipline. What's your process to crank out these really top-notch blog posts week after week?
I do a lot of reading. I think I love Stephen King's line, if you want to write a lot, read a lot. I think that's really, really important, and luckily I love reading, so that's been important. Facilitator of ideas, I think you've got to be on purpose and be passionate about your topic. That will certainly help you in coming up with ideas. Mm-hmm. You know, if you're just going to do it for money, it's going to be very hard to get out of bed or stay up late to write those blog posts. So you've got to be on purpose.
Yeah.
And blogging isn't for everyone. But you know, I stumbled into it, and I've learned a lot about myself along the way.
Yeah. And one of the things we talked about is just almost some of the psychological health benefits that you and I both. Yeah. You know, it's helped us, you know, get over hard times in our lives.
Yeah. I think the actual art of expression is very underrated. And blogging is an art form, just like music, just like photography. It's the art and the science of actually producing content. And what I've found for me is that by expressing myself, I've learned a lot about myself. And also what's fantastic about the social web is you get feedback in real time. So you're changing them, they're changing you.
Wow.
And and it's very, very powerful.
Yeah.
And what's also very important for it, it actually connects you with your global tribe of people that are similar interests. So I actually call my blog almost my connection and the social web to my superconscious, which is the global feedback that connects me with people that enjoy the same types of things that I enjoy, and I found it incredibly cathartic and also a great way of personal growth.
Well, it sounds like our ending music is starting here.
There we go.
Okay. Hey, Jeff, it's so wonderful to be connected with you, and I appreciate you. Tell people how to connect to you on the web.
Okay. You can find me at my blog, jeffbullas.com, jeffbullas.com. Just Google me, I'll show up in a lot of places.
All right. Take care, Jeff.
Okay, your pleasure. Welcome.